This is a bittersweet moment because in these boxes represent my last mail haul that I will ever do on this Kenner playset run. I mean, I'm kind of sad. It's like the end of an era. So let's open these boxes, and I'm saving the first playset as the last playset. This is the Cantina Adventure set, and I got one in great condition. But first we have to see how it was packaged, and I'm always nervous for these unboxings because I don't know what I'm gonna get. So for the last time, let's go. So welcome back to the channel. And if you know what this thing is over here, then you're gonna like this channel because I do a lot about vintage toy collecting. I not only talk about the toys, I go over their history. I really go in depth so that way you can understand and appreciate these toys more. Whether you were born in that generation or you're from a younger generation who knows nothing about these toys, please subscribe to learn more. And if you want to help make these videos possible, become a member over on my Patreon. You can also become a member right here on YouTube, or you can visit the links down in my description. All of those help make these videos possible. And I really thank you guys for supporting this channel as we've been going for 3 years now. And I think it's an amazing community. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So if you're new to this channel, I went on a complete run of those action figures back there. In that case, I did all of that in one run. It took me about 2 years, but I really had fun doing that whole journey. Every figure back there has a story, and I wanted to go on another journey, so I did the playset run. And in this box Ez right here, this is my last box opening that I'm doing for my playset run, and I can't believe it's over. So the reason why there's 3 boxes is because we had to buy some things separate. And the big box, obviously, is the playset itself. In these 2 boxes, I think I bought 2 catalogs. So here is this catalog, and here's another catalog. So let's get to opening those right now. We'll start with the catalogs. And if you know the channel, you always know that I use cooking shears. Don't know why. Can't tell you why. It's like a safety blanket at this point. I'm not a superstitious dude, but why break character now? You know, I've used these for 3 years. Might as well keep it going. This one it's still nice protected. It comes in a, you can tell there's cardboard in there. But this one was sent in a cardboard box. Here you go. Wow, it's really small. I think it's smaller than the regular catalogs. I got to put these side by side with like an Empire Strikes Back catalog. I believe this is my first time holding one of these catalogs. Be very, very careful taking this thing out. Wow, this one is in amazing shape. It feels brand new. It almost feels too brand new. Like it feels reproduction to me. I don't think that's the case here. If anybody who's a real expert on these, and we are going to compare this to the one that came in this thing here, as I believe I got these at the same time, it almost feels reproduction to me. I'm really glad I bought 2, because 1, it just seems too perfect. You know when you get something and it's vintage and it just looks too brand new? If this is original, this is in fantastic shape. Wow, and I'm going to do close-ups of this so you guys can see what I'm saying. It looks too good to be true. So we're going to compare it with this one right here. It's like the best looking catalog I've ever seen, even better than the ones I've seen for the Return of the Jedi, which is really weird because this is from 1977 and the other one, 1983. So, all right, here's another one. It's from a different seller. So looking at it, it is the same size. I just want to compare it because it just felt off to me. Maybe it's just me. All right, side by side, they're the same size. It was these things right here that really caught my eye, and it looks like it's cut differently. So this is the more pristine one. This is the one that we just got. You see how it's like cut differently? This one's closer. This one's further away. Does that give it away here? This one isn't centered perfectly. This one, it has 2 stars right there, 2 stars right there. See, this one isn't bonded perfectly. But I just want to go through and see if there's any striking differences. No, the line art looks the same. There's these white outlines that are on both of them. Even the one that I think is fake, there's a Chewbacca that looks like has more contrast. This other Chewbacca looks lighter. I really would love for you guys to look at these side by side and let me know if this is reproduction or if this is the real deal. Because this one, the one that I think is fake, is really nice. It's the nicest catalog that I've ever handled before. It looks brand new. I'm even afraid to bend it. But I kind of have to look at it because it looks too perfect. So anybody out there that knows these catalogs and knows a fake one from a not fake one, let me know. The paper stock feels the same. It feels exactly the same. There is no difference in the paper stock. So that to me there is a good sign. It's just the way that it's so perfect. That's what gives me the red flags everywhere. I'm not an expert at these catalogs. One day I hopefully will be, but let me know, Jedi Knight collectors out there, let me know what you think about this. So we will put those to the side, but let's get to opening. The star of the show, the Cantina Adventure Set. This is the last playset. And when I started this, I thought it was going to take me a longer time than it did. This playset, the Cantina Adventure Set, was one that I started looking for first because I actually wanted this one to be the first playset that I got. Little did I know how hard these things are to find. Not impossible. You can buy these in varying condition, starting from not complete. You don't have to get the figures. You can buy this mint in sealed box and predict to spend, I think I saw one for $40,000 to $60,000, mint in sealed box. It was graded. Actually, it was not graded. There was one that wasn't graded. One that was graded that was even higher price. I forgot what that was. I think that was graded at like an 80 for a large price. I don't remember what the price is. That was 2 years ago, so maybe the price went up. Who knows? I haven't checked, at least on graded ones. Because I wanted to get one where I could physically touch it. I wanted to really at least be able to open the box and experience either unused content. Even if the figures were in baggies, I think that was okay because I have all of the figures loose. And I believe this playset comes with all the figures in it. I believe this one comes with the red snaggletooth, not the blue one, which is why I didn't mind getting this one because I really didn't want to spend a ton of money for this one. I was more concerned about the condition of the playset. There's going to be popcorn everywhere. Oh, no two ways around it. There's going to be popcorn everywhere. Like 6 months later, I'll find popcorn. Wow, it's a lot bigger box than I thought it was going to be. Let me just dig around the popcorn. I always freak out that there's going to be things that I throw away on accident. When you see me put boxes to the side, I just don't throw them away. I go through them and make sure there's nothing else in there that I need. So here's the playset right here. Let's open up these figures first and see how the figures came. Box is in great condition. That's one of the reasons why I got this. So here is the little red snaggletooth. Oh, really tight joints. I think this is better than the one I have inside that case. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe I'll switch this one to my case. And depending on the other snaggletooth, because this one's in really great shape. I have to compare them side by side. Really tight limbs on that one. And if you guys don't know what tight limbs is, it's just the limbs don't move. These figures have 5 points of articulation, both arms, both legs, and the head swivels. And when you get a figure that collectors say tight limbs, means the limbs don't move. They haven't been played with. You know, you get some figures, and like I have a C-3PO back there, and my original childhood X-Wing Luke, you barely move it and the limbs flop everywhere like a rag doll. If you're collecting out there, figures with tight limbs, limbs that don't move, that is sought after by collectors. So that was a Snaggletooth, and all their accessories come separate. So red Snaggletooth did come with the blaster, and I really have to check and see if these are authentic. They feel authentic. I just have to do close-ups. The drop test, it sounds authentic. The Imperial blaster looks legit, but I'm going to do close-ups of all of these, and you guys tell me. This other Rebel blaster, it looks legit. So we have Walrus Man. Walrus Man gets the blue-black blaster. So we'll pair him with that. Again, really tight limbs. And on Walrus Man, on this figure, this is a really good figure. These figures are grade worthy. Just because of the mouth. I know people make fun of his mouth. Ha ha ha. If you are into grading, or if you are into getting the best figures that you can, you want to get one with a mouth, if you're collecting Walrus Man, with a mouth that looks like this. And you got to look at the eyeballs too. And I think this is the best Walrus Man that I have. I might consider sending this one in for a grade and swapping it out with a lower quality Walrus Man. Again, that one had really tight limbs. This Hammerhead is really tight. Yeah, this one has the correct dates on it, the correct stamps on them. This last one right here is Greedo. It's probably one of my favorite aliens besides Hammerhead is Greedo, just because of his bright colors, and this to me looks wow. And this one has really tight limbs. This is the best looking Greedo that I have seen. Really tight limbs. Maybe I will get these graded and keep it with this. I think these are definitely grade worthy. They are that good. So I gotta treat these with care. So finally, let's get into the Cantina Adventure Set. So for those of you who don't know about the Cantina Adventure Set, a lot of people get this one confused with the Creature Cantina. This one came before it. This one was one of the first playsets available for Star Wars Kenner. The other one was the Death Star Space Station. This one was the first exclusive that was issued through Sears. I believe it was a 1978 holiday wish book that you found the Cantina Adventure Set in. So you can order this through that catalog, and the box that I do have, it has been torn right here. That was something that did lower the price. So here's the proof of purchase right here. It was cut out. Of all the boxes that I did look for, besides the POP being shaved off and everything like that, this one was one that I was willing to collect just because it's a really nice example of this box. The other ones that I found that were in complete condition, they were tattered, flaps missing, the box was just completely crushed. And they were asking thousands of dollars. I will tell you how much I paid for this one on the next episode when I go over the complete history. So that way you can kind of gauge what a price for this would be in this condition. Let's open this up. And you got to be really, really careful when you open these things up. More popcorn. There's going to be popcorn everywhere. I'm going to find popcorn for the next 6 months in this office. One of the reasons that I did get this version is because it comes with the cardboard insert. And in the original set, these figures would have come inside two boxes, two white boxes, and this set would have originally come with the blue Snaggletooth. So I believe the blue Snaggletooth and Greedo were paired with each other, because Sears also sold Greedo and the blue Snaggletooth as a separate. You can buy those separately and not have to buy the whole Cantina Adventure Set just to get those figures. You can buy Greedo and the blue Snaggletooth. So they came bundled together in a white box inside in two separate baggies. So it would have been Walrus Man and Hammerhead to be paired together, and those came inside two white boxes. I do not have those two white boxes, but I'm glad that I have the cardboard insert, because that in itself is really hard to find, because not a lot of these cardboard inserts exist. So that's why I wanted to get one. But I'm glad I have the figures. So this is not a complete set, but it is a very good example of this set. And here is why. Because the actual cardboard, and it's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. And right here you have the General Mills Fun Group Incorporated, 1977. There's a lot of ways to tell between forgeries, and these are highly forged. One of them was the stamp. Another one is to make sure that this is in the correct space. Another way to tell in the perforations and really looking at other versions of it. The reason why I got this was because that it's in unused condition. There have been 4 that were punched out. Sometimes when you used to get these from Sears, these would be punched out at the factory. This has never been perforated before. It has never been used before. I really wanted to get it in this state. This was supposed to come with, I believe, 12 action pegs, the white action pegs. 10 goes on the set. But I do have enough extra action pegs that I at least have 6 extra. So I'm going to go and have to find 4 more action pegs to make this set complete, which I will eventually. So that's what I'm missing right now. But I really wanted to jump at the chance to get this playset at this price. And I will let you know the price that I got it at. But man, it's so surreal to now say that I have every single playset in various conditions. Kind of relieved. I am relieved. This one was hard, and I'm going to go through that on a future video. The next video is just going to be about the history of this toy and going over how I got it, how much I paid for it. I will be honest, there were some that were selling for as high as $4,000. The average that I saw was $2,500 in worse condition than this. So when this came up, I had to jump on it. It is missing the blue snaggletooth, which a lot of sets are really, really covet the blue snaggletooth. If I really wanted to, I have 2 blue snaggletooths in my collection. I can always swap out the red snaggletooth with the blue. I'm going to keep it with the red. What do you think of what I got? Have you been with me since the beginning of the journey? That's what I want to know. And if you have, and you've stuck it out with me, going through that journey, thank you for being with me and sticking this one out. I feel relieved right now. I know we're just collecting action figures, but if you have a hobby and you reach a goal that you always had, this life is so short, man, that you got to enjoy every little single high that you can, right? Because we all know how messed up lows can be. Celebrate the highs in your life. Celebrate the pinnacles. This is a pinnacle for me. I'm glad that you guys can be here, on this journey with me and witnessing it. We have 2 more videos to do about this toy. The next one is going to be about the history. The one after that is going to be a complete retrospective of how I went through every single playset, what I did. And there's going to be a video after that where I rank the ones that I don't like so much to the ones that I think are the best playsets ever made from the vintage line of the Kenner figures, 1978 really to 1985, 1984. There were no playsets in 1985. There were. We're going to go over that too. The ones that would have gotten made but didn't. That's another future video. But I'm really glad that you can be here with me to see the end of this journey, at least the unboxing. So if you want to see the next video, which is going to be me going through the complete history of this, click on the videos on your screen now. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.